Hello and welcome back to this brand new Round 2 Wrestling here on the 1st of November 2022. I am your host, SlimmDa KID, and I personally want to thank you for tuning into this brand new podcast here on this sort of sunny, sort of warm Tuesday evening. A lot of things to cover today, so we're going to jump right into it, and we are going to take a listen to the rumor mill. I love it when the bell rings. WWE's pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, is, quote, completely dead, end quote, per WrestleVotes. It is no secret that Triple H, Paul Levesque, the new head of WWE, is actually quite the fan of Hell in the Cell. However, having it every year for very little storyline or circumstance makes for a boring Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. So taking it away and building it up is actually a smart idea by Paul Levesque. Let's see if Elimination Chamber follows suit. Fightful Select noted the deal between Carl Anderson and WWE and New Japan isn't as dire as once reported. WWE is aware of the obligation Anderson has to New Japan Pro Wrestling and is okay with the work Anderson will be doing for the Japanese promotion. Fightful reports the Kingdom trio of Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Maria Kanellis have signed multi-year AEW deals. WWE also tried to sign the Kingdom, but ultimately failed in doing so. According to Fightful, former Ring of Honor Pure Champion Josh Woods has signed a multi-year deal with AEW. This is excellent news for AEW. Josh Woods is the real deal and will make an excellent addition to the AEW roster, particularly when he's going to feud with the likes of the Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler Yuta, Bryan Danielson, etc., etc. It makes for excellent wrestling. According to PW Insider's Mike Johnson, Juice Robinson and Bandito are all elite with contracts of unknown length. Several rumors this week are pertaining to Ring of Honor wrestlers and them signing contracts to AEW. It is relatively known that Ring of Honor wrestlers outside of a handful are actually free agents at this point in time and are working with Tony Khan and the pay-per-views that he's thrown this particular year on a good faith basis. However, as time seems to go on, it seems like maybe a Ring of Honor television deal is going to happen. So Tony Khan going way out of his way, signing these people to AEW contracts, which is essentially Ring of Honor at this time too, since Tony Khan has bought that particular promotion. PW Insider says Impact wrestler Chelsea Green filmed an exit vignette, quote-unquote, for Impact Wrestling. The belief is Green has signed a deal with WWE. Speculation about CM Punk returning to WWE are false, per the Wrestling Observer. Paul Levesque and Triple H and company, I think, would be foolish to rehire CM Punk, especially after the way he was released from WWE all those years ago, and the sort of cancerous, high-octane, high-tension environment that seems to follow this particular wrestler, no matter what promotion he's in. Ring of Honor, WWE, AEW. CM Punk, in this particular broadcaster's opinion, is toxic. A very, very good wrestler and excellent on the mic, but obviously a piece of shit in the locker room. And again, that is just my personal opinion. Who knows what will actually happen? Andrew Zarian says NBCU executives are very positive toward NXT as of late and would like to see things continue the way they are. All right, no more what ifs and rumors to talk about, so we are going to move on to a bit more factual, actual news and talk about pro wrestling news. That's right, round 2 is on the way. Per Tokyo Sports, WWE and Pro Wrestling Noah reached an agreement on a crossover event working together to present Noah's The New Year 2023 on January 1st at Budokan Hall in Japan. Apparently, if you are successful with a Japanese promotion, you must follow suit. AEW's Forbidden Door was a home run, to say the least, this past summer, and apparently WWE wants to jump on that bandwagon as well, contacting Pro Wrestling Noah and setting up something rather quickly, especially since January 1st is only 2 months away at this point in time. I personally will be interested in seeing what sort of Forbidden Door WWE opens, and will love to see what sort of talent Pro Wrestling Noah has to offer in their collaboration with World Wrestling Entertainment. Now with WWE, Carl Anderson has been removed from New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle Autumn pay-per-view. He's still the New Japan Pro Wrestling Never Openweight champion and is set to defend this title at Wrestle Kingdom 17. GCW will now be available exclusively on Fight TV's subscription service, Fight Plus, for $4.99 a month. This is great news for this particular indie promotion, as they have gained a lot of interest and popularity over the past several years, especially with their world champion Nick Gage being a topic of discussion on Dark Side of the Ring docuseries. His appearance on AEW was also excellent in a very brutal and bloody match against Chris Jericho. So very happy for GCW, and will be interested to see what they offer for Fight Plus for $4.99 a month. It's already been said you'll be getting every single one of their live events plus their library that they have out right now. So if you are into GCW and the extreme hardcore wrestling scene, definitely something to check out. Speaking of Dark Side of the Ring, fans of the popular docuseries Dark Side of the Ring were told by Dave Meltzer via Wrestling Observer Radio that a new season is coming out with several interviews already concluded. It is rumored that one of the episodes may be centered around Kane, aka Glenn Jacobs. PW Insider reports WWE has released 5 NXT wrestlers from the promotion. They are Bodhi Haywood, Sloane Jacobs, Erica Yan, Ru Feng, and Demarius Griffin. Ex-WWE wrestler Sasha Banks with WWE in Mexico City, seen with Bayley and exotic wrestler Mamba. This could be evidence of a WWE return sooner rather than later. Brett Lauderdale, owner of GCW, confirms Stephanie McMahon and WWE made a substantial offer to bring GCW's video library to WWE's Peacock streaming service. GCW declined the offer and announced a few days later about their subscription service to Fight Plus. All right, some juicy news to think about for the next week, but we literally have title matches galore to talk about and those results. All right. Asuka and Alexa Bliss defeated Raw Women's Tag Team Champions Damage Control to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions last night on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey defeated Emma in an open challenge to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. AEW World Champion Jon Moxley defeated Penta El Zero Miedo to retain the AEW World Championship. AEW TNT Champion Wardlow defeated Matt Taven to retain the TNT title. The Motor City Machine Guns defeated the team of Kevin Knight and the DKC And the New Japan Pro Wrestling Openweight Tag Team Champions Aussie Open to become the new New Japan Pro Wrestling Openweight Tag Team Champions. New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Champion Fred Rossier defeated Jonathan Gresham to retain the Strong Openweight Championship. SWA World Champion Mayu Iwatani defeated Kai-Lin King to retain the SWA World Championship. KOPW 2022 Provisional Champion Shingo Takagi defeated El Phantasmo to retain the KOPW 2022 Championship. MLW Featherweight Champion Taya Valkyrie defeated Trish Eldora to retain the MLW Featherweight Championship. Lince Dorado defeated MLW Middleweight Champion Shun Skywalker to become the new MLW Middleweight Champion. Los Mazizos defeated Mance Warner and Matt Justice and the GCW Tag Team Champions Alex Colon and John Murdoch to become the new GCW Tag Team Champions. GCW Tag Team Champions Los Mazizos defeated Wolf Zaddies to retain the GCW Tag Team titles. GCW World Champion Nick Gage defeated Leo Rush to retain the GCW World Championship. All right, we had a good number of title matches across many promotions this week. Be sure to re-listen to Round 2 Wrestling so you can find out for yourself who won those titles and who retained those championships. All right, we are at the end of Round 2 Wrestling, and we are going to conclude this particular broadcast with a fan and producer favorite, Did You Know? Did you know are little bits of information and facts about the pro wrestling world that you may or may not have known about? Was a little late with that one, but I still got it. Did you know Abdullah the Butcher is a grandmaster in both judo and karate? Did you know Leon Spinks is only the second athlete to win a title in boxing and pro wrestling? The first to do so is Primo Carnera. Did you know Dana Brooks, as of this broadcast, has held the WWE 24/7 title for 140 days? That is longer than the last 4 AEW champions and the last 9 TNT champions. Did you know WWE's Queen Zelina and indie wrestler Amazing Red are actually cousins? Did you know WWF/WWE wasn't the first wrestling promotion on USA Network? Southwest Championship Wrestling was the first weekly wrestling program on USA back in the far-off year of 1982. Did you know the French Angel Maurice Tillett was the first pro wrestler to hold an audience with the Pope back in 1947? Did you know former NXT UK Women's Champion Miko Satomura also appeared on WCW Monday Night Nitro back in 1996? All right, that is the conclusion of Round 2 Wrestling. I am SlimmDa KID, and I personally want to thank you for tuning into this broadcast. Be sure to tune in next week as I bring you more news, more rumors, and more results from the world of professional wrestling.